Hi, I'm David Hall with Swordsmen Roofing here. Here to talk about what a lot of people are talking about right now, and that's hurricane season. It's just started for us here in Florida, and so a lot of people are wondering what do they need to do to protect their home to make sure that they're prepared when the storms come, if they do come. And so there's a couple of things that I wanted to touch on and talk about in regards to that. Probably the most important thing that you can do to protect your home is have a good relationship with a good local roofing company. One that's going to protect you so that if something does happen, you already have somebody that you can reach out to get out and have them take a look and take care of any problems before the mad rush of everybody else and other companies coming from out of state, all those other things that can happen, around a storm time. So that'll make it a lot easier and quicker for you to get the help that you need if something does happen. And additionally, what that company can do for you, and probably the most important thing that they can do for you, is that they can do a pre-storm season inspection. That's something that we encourage all homeowners to do every year before storm season starts, to go ahead and get an assessment done of their roof. Just like you get a yearly checkup for your health, we encourage homeowners to get a yearly checkup of the health of their roof and their home in general. And what that looks like is having a home inspector or a roofing company that you trust come out and document everything on your property. Document the exterior of your home, take pictures from the ground level, get up on the roof and take pictures of everything that's on your roof, any existing issues that you may have, and then also getting all slopes of the roof. That way, what we can do with that, if you do take damage at some point from a storm, is we can then go up to whatever happened, whatever storm is. We can go and we can take pictures of the roof after the fact and be able to show a very easy before and after to those insurance companies and show them what exactly happened and what it was from. Because of the way that the insurance landscape has changed with claims and with the fact that you really only have about a year from the date of loss in order to make a claim. If you have that last year documented of what your roof looked like before storm season even happened, then it's easy to show those before and afters of what it looked like before and what it looks like now. That way, they can't claim, oh, this damage that you're reporting now after this hurricane is really from Hurricane Milton now 2 years ago, or Ian or Irma, or whatever the case may be before that. And so that protects you. That makes the whole process a lot easier, a lot smoother, so that you can clearly show those before and afters. And so that the insurance company cannot make up any other excuse as to why they should do that. Now, why else should you do that yearly checkup? Well, there may be minor issues or minor damage that we might discover in the process that we can take care of before the storm comes and causes more damage. Again, especially if you have a newer roof within the last 5 to even 10 years, that's something that you're going to want to keep up on, doing that maintenance, doing those checkups. You can do some minor preventative maintenance on the front end to help extend the life of your roof longer and help it be stronger and more durable for any storms coming down the road. And so it's important that you have those checkups so that we can catch problems before they get worse, leading to more major problems down the road. Some of the problems and things that can happen if you don't do something like that, I can highlight pretty easily in basically two stories of customers that I have. One of them is a lady, older lady, going through some family and some health challenges, and she's gotten to a point where she lost her insurance and she had to get her roof replaced. But she was in a position where she was living off of Social Security. She didn't have great income. Her credit score had also just taken a hit, and she had a nearly impossible time finding any sort of financing to be able to replace a roof. Now, her roof had only been replaced, let's say I believe 9 or 10 years previously, but it was already having issues. It was already leaking, and she needed to have it replaced again. And so when I went up and I did that initial inspection, one of the first things that I noticed is that she had pretty significant hail damage from not within the past years, but 5 or 6 years ago. I was able to go online to our hail tracker, and sure enough, I could see in that neighborhood there had been a significant hailstorm 5, 6 years ago that had done significant damage to her roof, and was probably why it had deteriorated so quicker than a normal roof around 9, 10 years old should. And so if we had been out the year before and taken pictures, and then that hailstorm had happened and we had been out after that, we could have easily gotten her full roof replaced so that she wouldn't have had to worry about it 5 years later. And now she's struggling, scrambling, trying to find a way to pay for her roof. And she was able to finally do it, but it was causing her a lot of stress, a lot of angst about how she was going to do this. And so this, it can save people a lot of time and effort and stress, having that already done on the front end, so that when something happens, that you can catch that. The other thing too is, even if she didn't know that she had hail damage, which it looked like she didn't know. Who knows? Maybe she was out of the town when this happened. She didn't realize it. But if we come out every year, then we can still see and check the next year. Hey, it looks like you've got hail damage. Then we can go back into the history, find when that event happened, and if it's within that year, then we can do the same thing as with a hurricane or anything else, and we can provide those before and after pictures and get that roof replaced. Second story I'll share is a gentleman that requested us to come out, take a look at his roof. He had a kind of an older slate roof, and we went up and did inspection because he had some minor leaks. And similar story, he had significant hail damage all over his roof from probably 5, 10 years previously. And if he had had, again, yearly inspections, then that company could have caught that damage and gotten the full roof replaced, because the whole roof was damaged, cracks everywhere, all over the roof. But now he's so far past that point. And when we went and we told him what we found, he filed a claim with his insurance company because he also had other damage that was linked to Hurricane Milton. But because of all of this previous damage that was already done to the roof, when the inspector came out and did their assessment, they said, "Oh, that's all old. None of that is from Hurricane Milton, and we're not going to pay anything." They completely denied his whole claim, even though he did have damage from Hurricane Milton. But because he had all this other damage from previous hurricanes or storms, it made it so much harder, muddy the waters enough that the insurance company was able to get out of paying for his roof. And so, again, that's why I tell everybody, get a yearly inspection of your roof, whether it's us at Swordsman Roofing, whether it's another company you trust, whether it's a home inspector. If you're young enough and comfortable enough and you want to do it yourself, that's great. Be safe. But we're more than happy to do it and provide that assessment. Most people will do it for free. We will do it for free. Most other companies will do that yearly checkup for free as well. And so we're happy to do it and to be there to help you when one of these storms hits. And it can be a very stressful time, but we're here to help you on the front end to make this process as easy as possible if you ever have to go through it, and to help you the whole way. So one last thing that I'll mention, another thing that you can do to help with preparing for hurricane season, is just making sure that if you have any trees or foliage near your roof, making sure that those are trimmed back, especially if you have any big limbs that are near your house or hanging over your roof, to get those trimmed back, because those can all cause damage or break or fall and severely damage your roof as well. So that's another thing to be looking at as you're looking to prepare your home for hurricane season, is in making sure that you do that sort of trimming and checking around your roof as well. And those are all things that, again, us or another company can take pictures of and document beforehand as well, and notify you if there's something that you should be watching out for and you should take care of before the storms get here. So I hope this video helped and that maybe it answers some of the questions that you had. But if you have more questions, if you want to learn more, and if you want us to come out and do an inspection of your roof, give us a call at Swordsmen Roofing. You can reach us at our website, swordsmanroofing.com, and we'd be happy to help you. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next video.